Okay, so we have made some decreases. So we have, instead of the original 20 stitches on a row, we have 14. But let's say we want to increase instead. Again, there are more than 2 ways to do it, but I will show the 2 easiest ones. They will look different because which one you want to use depends on the project you want to do. The first one is called knit in the front and back, which means basically that we make 2 stitches out of 1. Let's start in a similar way. We slip the first stitch over, we knit the second stitch in the regular fashion, and then how to do the knit in the front and back. First, it's just like a regular knit stitch. You go in, you grab the yarn, you pull the yarn, and this is the place where in the case of a regular knit stitch you would pull it over. Instead, you don't pull it over, and I hope you can see this. You go into the same stitch again, but this time through the loop in the back side. So sort of like you would in a purl stitch. And then you bring the yarn in and through, and then, only then, you pull the stitch loose. So here we have 2 stitches from 1. Okay, let's knit a couple more. And then you do this again. You go in like a regular knit stitch, you pull the yarn through, but you do not pull the stitch over. Instead, you go in for the back loop, pull the yarn through, and then pull the stitch over. Again, let's knit a couple more. Okay, and again, regular knit stitch beginning, no pulling over, you go through the back loop and then pull over. 2 regular stitches, oops, and then another knit in the front and back stitch. And now we purl in the regular fashion. So here we go, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 stitches now. And as you can see, it is all nice and how should I put it? It doesn't leave any holes in the surface. The second method is called, very simply, yarn over, which is exactly what it is. So again, let's just do 2 here, and then before we knit the third stitch, we just pull the yarn over the right needle. You can use your finger to keep this in place so it wouldn't slip away, and then we just knit the stitch. Knit the next one. Again, we do a yarn over, keep it in place, knit 2 stitches, yarn over, 2 stitches, yarn over, 2 stitches, yarn over, 2 stitches. You get the idea. And now it's time to purl. And then you will see the difference between these 2 techniques. They are both used in knitting lace, which is, well, how you get lace. You have these little holes in there, and then you have the places where the knitting is denser. And you use the increasing and decreasing of stitches to create the patterns. And when we look at this now, you can see that there are these little holes which you can use as decoration when you knit, because they are kind of neat. And that is increasing